We had a 13-7 lead, I believe, and we got stuck on 13. What felt like forever. I just looked back, almost 6 minutes, and during that point, and even before, we had an opportunity to knock down some wide open shots. I mean, we were 0 for 13 from three in the first half, and when I go back to review the film, I got to believe that 6, 7 of them were, 8 of them were like wide open. I mean, real good shots, good looks. Shoot, you know, 8.7% from three is a killer. And our defense was good enough today. Our defense held them to 5 assists, 16 turnovers, 38.5 from the field. Did a great job fighting to get back in the second half. Had it tied up with 2 minutes to go. Mario Kegler makes a great block, and we don't see the ball, and they get it back and score the two. And we didn't score after tying up with the dunk by Eric. I mean, we had a couple of opportunities in ball screens. One was when we actually were down two. We waited too long to penetrate, and we ended up taking a bad shot, and Q just had to force it up from the corner, and that was poor offensive execution. And then on IJ's block, again down two, 17 seconds out of the timeout. We didn't execute that one very well. But Florida's a very good team. Yeah, you got to credit them. They won a close game. I thought our defense is good. They had 16 turnovers, including 9 out of their point position. I thought that Chioza in the first half really hurt us. He was the one guy that shot it well today for them. When you look at their stats, he's 6 for 8, 2 for 3 from three. We went under one time in the first half, and he hits a three. I thought he really was impactful on the game in the first half in particular. I don't know how many points he had at halftime, but I know that he was a key driver to their offense in the first half, and some couple defensive mistakes, and Canyon Barry gets 7 points. I thought we did a good job on him. He's your leading scorer. He's averaging 16 a game. So there are some things to look at. And you go, we're getting better, and we've been better defensively. It's tough to continue to be right there and not get it over the hump. So that's what we've got to do.
You guys are missing like the vocal closer in these situations where you guys are close, or is it something else that you guys are just failing to do?
I don't think that because we fought our way back. I think that the second half, we had some open looks. I mean, we're 8.7% from three. Of those 22 threes, how many of them are good shots? I would say there's, I'll evaluate that when I watch the film, but there were a number of them that we're open on, and we're not getting the line enough. We got to get to the foul line more. You look at our starting lineup. I think the starting lineup I counted had like 8 attempts, or Schneider had 6. So outside of Schneider and Lamar, no one else gets to the line. And I thought IJ being back today really helped us. It was definitely, we were better defensively, and we changed some things defensively today that were new, but I thought it helped us in terms of how we played the ball screens. And I thought our defense improved because of that, and so I was pleased with that, and something will grow. I beg your pardon? Well, I mean, he's obviously a very good player, and he's very strong inside presence. They're still very good with or without him, and but no question when you lose a player who's having the kind of year he's having and how he affects the game defensively, it's it's a big deal. And, just that we needed his leadership back out there, and thought that was good.
How difficult is the offense? I mean, Peters, Kegler, and Q all have off nights. I mean, just affect everything offensively. Top 3 guys just all at the same time.
Yeah, and credit their defense. Some of that obviously is their defense and their scheme, but some of it was just us missing some open looks. And I thought that Lamar had some good looks, particularly in the first half from 3 shots he normally is going to make. I was really excited. There was a couple possessions where we were driving and turning down a good shot to create a great shot, and a couple different times, and we just didn't knock down the shot. But it was really something that we're trying to get our guys to do. Q was 8 for 20, and yet, of his 12 misses, I would say that, there's a number of them that were, really good wide open looks, and that was unfortunate. Mario, didn't get enough looks, and we, got to get him to the foul line and get him in situations where he can, manufacture some points by just getting fouled.
Got to the rim a lot early. The backdoor action was really good in the first 5 minutes or so. That kind of dried up as the game went on. Did they make a defensive change of some sort to shut down?
Yeah, I think they played a little looser, maybe a little more help on that one action we run that we yell out Memphis to. But we had some excellent looks, nevertheless. I thought that we got to get Schneider more shots than one shot. You got the line 6 times, which is good, but still he's got to get better at sealing. We got to get better at feeding him. Our defense, like I said, was good enough. When you look at the percentages, you look at what we did with their guys. It's just unfortunate that our offense, with 8.7% from 3, and we didn't turn it over badly today. Only 12 turnovers. Every one, you think about, are big, but. And IJ, I didn't expect him to shoot it great. I mean, he'd been out 2 weeks, but obviously you could see what a difference he makes for our team. I think he makes a huge difference for us. Just having that experience.
As the interior game kind of went away and you still weren't hitting from 3, did that put your offense in a bind late in the second half?
Yeah, I thought we got to get Eric. I thought Eric did a good job in the first half with a couple inside touches. He had 8.7 rebounds in 16 minutes. He was in foul trouble, and that hurt us. He ended up, with 4 fouls, and he's got to try to stay out of foul trouble. He was in foul trouble in the last game as well.
What made Kavaris Hayes so tough defensively down the stretch?
I beg your pardon?
Against Kavaris Hayes, third center, with the blocks and some of the things that he was doing.
Yeah, they did a good job, and he's a good player. And but we had the game tied 52-all. Get a block shot that falls short, falls right in our hands because we're not seeing the ball, and that's just like that's a tough 50-50 ball that we got to be able at home to get to and pounce on. They went to the line 19 times. I mean, you look at both halves. It's like this has plagued us now in the last 3 games. It was 5-0 in the fouls to start the game. It was like that in the second half again. I mean, I think they tried to foul us late, and because they had fouls to give. I don't know if we ever got into one-on-one in the second half. I don't think we did. I mean, they had 10 fouls. Played man-to-man the whole game. It's obviously a big stat. We've got to force contact.
I know you're worried about this team, but how does a guy like Nick Weatherspoon come in next year and help you in these late game scenarios and just offensively?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a very talented kid and very good at shooting, driving to the basket, finishing, making plays, and defensively he's a great competitor.
Q took the first 4 shots of the game, got a lot of shots early. Was there a designed effort to get him involved?
No, and he was just open too. I think he made 2 of his first 5 or 1 of his first 5, but I mean they were some good looks. I think he was 2 of his first 5 actually.
Herrard seemed to play a little bit more physical today.
Pardon me?
Herrard seemed to play a little bit more physical today. I also noticed he wasn't without the mask. Do you think that had any effect on him whatsoever?
Which?
He was not wearing the face mask today, the mask.
Yeah, I think it helps him. I think it helps him. And to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even notice. Funny as that is. I think that, they've told him you don't have to wear it. That was the thing. It's not like a horrible break, but he's getting better. It's just you remember we're playing freshmen, and it's incremental, and you think about where he was when we started to where he is now, and where he potentially can go. And part of that is because he didn't start playing till late in life. That always impacts a kid's ceiling in a positive way. In terms of what is his upside, and you can see. I mean, we're the youngest team in the country. We're right there with nationally ranked teams. We just need a little more to get it over the hump.
You're 8-0 with fast break points. I know that's not a lot, but is getting out and running, is that something you'd like to do more? Or?
Yeah, and it starts with us getting stops at the other end, and Yeah, we did our transition defense, and you point that out. I mean, that was tremendous to not give up a fast break bucket the whole day. I mean, that's against a team like Florida. That shows a lot of improvement from where we were, not too distant past. Put more points in the paint. I mean, part of that is because we didn't knock down a three. I mean, it's just we're right there against really good teams, and we've got to, get over it and get over that hump.
Not really. I think we just got to keep playing as a team and knock down some shots. I mean, we were 2 for 23 from three. I feel like that hurt us tonight. And normally, if we could hit 8 or 9 of those, I think we could pull it to win out tonight. But I mean, we just got to keep playing as a team. I think we did a great job defensively. I mean, they like to score. I mean, they averaged like 80 points or something like that. We kept them down to 50 something. But I mean, we just got to keep playing.
You talked about the 2 of 23 from three-point range. How frustrating? Because it seemed like a lot of them were good looks. They just wouldn't fall. What do you think was the problem tonight, I guess?
They just weren't falling. I mean, we got a bunch of good looks the first half, I know. I mean, I don't think we made it through the first half, but, I mean, we were getting good looks. We just couldn't hit them tonight, so it was bad luck for us, I guess.
Eric had that dunk with about 2 minutes left, tied it at 52, and then y'all didn't score again. Were you kind of disappointed with the looks y'all got in the last minute or so, or did you think they were decent looks, they just didn't go?
I don't really remember, to be honest, but I know we had a play down the stretch when the game was tied 52-52, and Mario got the block, but Eric didn't see it, and they ended up getting a rebound and scoring it. I think that was a big play for us. I think if we would have got that rebound at that time, I think we would have pulled it out.
Eric, it seems like you guys are like 5 or 6 points away from winning a big game like this. Where do those points come from?
I would say, I guess just execution in our half-court sets. There's moments where we need to be under control and we're not, and I think that's what is affecting us in the long run.
Florida's put up a lot of points, 100 against some teams, and obviously you guys held them pretty well. What are you doing defensively, you think, to frustrate them a little bit?
I say, I wouldn't say that. I mean, we were just there mentally, like everybody was on the same page when it came to defense, and we were communicating better, and it helped us today.
Eric, how do you fix the issue, though, of not being able to close out games recently?
I would say just learn from our mistakes and we got to be more under control.